Hi, and welcome to Creator Fundamentals. My name is Dan Currier, and I am here to help you deliver your value to the world. Thank you so much for joining us once again, Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, for our regularly scheduled live streams. Now, tonight's going to be a little bit different, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But it's great to see everybody get here early. We'll talk a little YouTube, a little news, and we'll also jump in the chat, say hello to everybody, and see what is going on. But as I was saying, let me pull up the chat here and say hello to everybody. It's always good to see everybody in the chat nice and early, making sure everything's looking good. Audio looks pretty good. Video seems halfway decent. And let's take a look here in the chat. Let me get the chat pulled over here so it's a little bit easier for me to check out. There we go. Right off the bat, Chris Conkle Vlogs with the super chat. Thank you so much for that. Try and take down the stream boss. He has certainly taken that right out of the gate. Let's jump in the chat real quick and say hello to everybody, especially all those people who were in before the stream even started. We have Christiana Link, TVJM, Aaron Jemison, Biomes Bags, Old Car Auto Guy, Bro versus Bro, Lakeisha Sweezer, Doug Houston in the house as well. Good to see everybody. Failure, Success, and Goals. We have Kevin Boston 7 out there as well. I see Kiwi, Thunder 13, Raver Thoughts, Betsy Kyle, I Just Game. I see some familiar faces as well as some new ones out there, so thank you so much. If this is your first live stream here on Creator Fundamentals and you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely consider clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you're alerted to future videos that help you deliver your value. Who else we have in here? I see Jason JV, Law Enforcement Explains, Cricket Wilson, good to see you. Harris Wilson. Scrolling, try not to destroy. Big Al Hoffman Vlogs, also out there. Foul Fish, good to see you again. Alex Fishing, good to see you as well. Science Gal Aquatics, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Who else is out there? We have, is it Kimmer 141? Hopefully I did that correctly. Whiskey Throttle out there once again. Good to see you as well. As I mentioned, Chris Conkle Vlogs is out there. 98 Caravan Adventures. So yeah, a little bit of a new setup, a little bit of a new display, trying to play around with the look here. I haven't quite settled on this, but I was literally messing with the layout right before the live stream started, so this is where it's going to stick for this particular live stream. But just the thing that I want to mention, it's now 9:03 Eastern, and according to my, highly evolved mathematics skills, TubeBuddy is going live at 7 p.m. Pacific time, which means that'll be 10 p.m. Eastern here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up. We're only going to do an hour tonight. So at 10 o'clock, I'll wrap this up, send everybody over to the TubeBuddy live stream, and I'll head over there as well to hang out with you guys. They're doing a special live stream from out there in California. Everybody's out there for VidCon, so you'll see a lot of familiar faces on that live stream, and I'd like to attend it as well. So that's the plan for tonight, and hopefully we can all go over there and hang out and support TubeBuddy the way that they certainly support myself and you guys as well. So that's what we're going to do, a nice short live stream, and we'll see what it's like to only live stream for an hour. It's going to feel a little weird. I get that, but definitely don't want to compete with them in any way. And I know just from seeing a lot of the familiar faces that are in my live streams all the time, you guys, the same people that are in, Nick Nimmons and Owen Video and TubeBuddy in general, and they're all going to be on that live stream. So we'll kick it off to them at 10 o'clock and go hang out over there. So Gen Adventure TV out there as well. Good to see you. Let's see what everybody's saying in here. Setup looks good, says Let's Play RC. Thank you so much. Still going to make some tweaks to it. I'm not completely happy with how everything's set up, but just a little bit of a change of pace. You know, one of the thing the thing that you guys never get to see is I'm always wearing a bunch of different t-shirts, whether they're Creator Fundamentals t-shirts or some of the other ones that I've done, and you guys never see them because the camera is always so cropped. So I'm kind of playing with this for the purpose of being able to share some of those with you. And, you know, sometimes like when I have my TubeBuddy t-shirt on, nobody knows. So that's one of the reasons I'm kind of playing with this new interface and this new display, trying to get everything squared away here. And scrolling down in the chat. Kevin Boston asks, Creator Fundamentals, how come you're not at VidCon? Well, you know what? Couple different reasons I'm not at VidCon. The first being, I still have a full-time career, so I only get so much time off. And I had already booked a few different weeks out of town. So I'll be at Vid Summit in October. We always do a week with the in-laws out in Wisconsin, so I'll be heading out to Wisconsin here in a few days. Actually, what day is today? Wednesday. I'll be heading out to Wisconsin for a week. Actually, yeah, about a week on Friday. So we'll be leaving here. So when I do my live stream, I'm going to try to do my live stream next Wednesday. It's probably going to look a little bit different than this because I'm going to use the Streamlabs app to live stream. For those of you who haven't seen that, it's pretty freaking sweet. Nick Nimmin did a video on it. You can go check it out over there, but I was playing with it the other day. Looks pretty cool. Allows me to get some of the elements that I use on the regular desktop live stream on an actual mobile live stream. So that's pretty cool. If that's something you guys want me to do a video on to kind of share my personal thoughts, let me know, and I'll definitely do a video on that after I do use it for the live stream next Wednesday. So, but the reason that I'm not out there at VidCon is for the lack of getting the time off, the fact that it conflicts with the vacation that we have planned out in Wisconsin. And, you know, ironically, money is the non-issue here. Thanks to everybody's support and the progress that we've made on Creator Fundamentals. Would have been able to handle it from that perspective, but I will say next year I am going to go to VidCon, so that'll be my first year at VidCon next year. And again, Vid Summit's coming in October, which is now just a few months, 4 months away. We're getting close. So I will be out in Los Angeles at Vid Summit in October. So if you guys want to hang out, if you want to go and learn from other YouTubers who have been highly successful on the platform, Vid Summit is absolutely the place to go. I wonder if I still have, let me look here real quick. I don't know if I have a link. See if that's still triggered there. If you guys want to check it out, I threw a link to Vid Summit in the chat. You can definitely check that out and see what it's all about and how much it costs and everything like that. I will be there for the entirety of Vid Summit, and I will be I'll be staying in the Westin where it's held. So if anybody does go to Vid Summit, definitely let me know. I know I saw Alex in here earlier, and I know he'll be there, so I'll definitely hopefully get to meet him while we're out there. Let's take a look here. Chris Conkle Vlogs, congrats on Tim wanting to meet up with you at VidCom. That would be super cool video. Yeah, so one of the big changes between what I did last year at Vid Summit, when I went to Vid Summit last year, I was very low-key, just trying to get a feel, a lay of the land, and you know, try to absorb as much as possible so that I could apply on my channel and help it grow. This year is going to be completely different. I have a bunch of ideas of what I want to do, people that I want to talk to, try to get some people on camera to share with you guys. Obviously, Tim Schmoyer is going to be there this year. He wasn't there last year because his wife was pregnant, and he trimmed down his travel a lot. So looking forward to connecting with him at Vid Summit. Unfortunately, it won't happen at VidCon because I can't make it out there, but Vid Summit is going to be a good time. So I noticed that they changed the color scheme in the chat, that now my name appears in bright yellow, at least to me. I would imagine that's how everybody sees it, but let's scroll up here. We covered the how come you're not at VidCon. Just hit 100 subs tonight. Small victory. Congratulations to Chase and Cole Adventures for hitting 100 subscribers tonight. Congratulations. That's a great milestone to reach. And just continue to go, and you will continue to reach further milestones for sure. Yeah, I wish I was with the dudes at VidCon. Cricket, Instant Rye Play, good to see you. DC Scrap and Rooster, good to see you. It's good to see you leave a comment that's not immediately followed by, hey, I have to leave. So hopefully you're able to hang out for a little while. Hello to Harry Heathen. Harry Heathen won the 6-month TubeBuddy license on the last live stream, so congrats to you. Let's play RC. Do you do all that display with OBS? Everything that you're seeing now on my screen, that's all OBS. Well, I mean, the individual graphic elements, I made, like my creator fundamentals, I made that in GIMP. But the backdrop and all the components put together are in OBS. Streamlabs does the little interactive things, like the little notifications. But they integrate nicely with OBS, so you just basically add those elements to OBS, and it works out pretty good like that. So, scrolling, hashtag small YouTubers, absolutely. I'm able to sport the shirt. Do I have? Let's see if this is still. That is actually, this actual T-shirt is actually on Amazon. I'll throw the link in the description if anybody's interested. Let's see. Your videos are awesome. Timeless Gaming, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We have Betsy Kyle out there as well. Carissa Brianne. Good to see everybody. Automoto Channel. Hello to you as well. And scrolling. Big Al Hoffman Vlogs. Hashtag big YouTuber with small numbers. All right. That would make a pretty long T-shirt. Timeless Gaming says just hit 10. I am guessing that's 10 subscribers. Congrats to you. Celebrate every milestone. Little Pandalitos, I got 7. We all got to start. We all start at the same spot, which is 0. So any progress is great progress. Law Enforcement explains, asks, what's a good click-through rate? Honestly, I don't know. What I will say is, don't base too much simply on click-through rate. My most successful videos have lower click rates than the videos that I have. I have a couple videos that are like 10 or 12% click-through rate, but they haven't performed or been picked up by the algorithm as well as other videos that are maybe in the 3, 4, or 5% click-through rate. So I wouldn't get too caught up on those numbers. I think some of the way that YouTube offers that information to us is kind of incomplete, especially in the funnel, the way that they display that. So I wouldn't get too caught up in the whole what's good and what's not, because then you start to fall into the idea of trying to compare yourself to others. So if anything, look at your current click-through rate and see if you can improve upon your own numbers. And in that case, a good click-through rate is simply one that is better than the one you had before. Let's see. Alex Fisher says, for the first time in forever, I have 3 videos to upload and schedule for a week ahead. Awesome. That was the one thing that I'm still going to try to do. I want to try to get at least one more video done this week before I leave for vacation, that I'll release to go out maybe next Monday or Tuesday, just to get that out as well. Old Car Auto Guy, I lost my ability to schedule a video. What's up with that? I'm not really sure. I thought that was available in both TubeBuddy, and I believe you can also do that on the upload screen when you upload a video to YouTube. Carissa Brienne, will you have any live streams in the future with guests? I don't know, guys. Would you guys like me to do live streams where we bring in guests for you guys to talk or for to share with you guys? If so, let me know what kind of guests you'd want. Do you want other YouTubers that do what I do? Do you want YouTubers from other niches? Let me know in the comments if you think, if you have an idea for the kind of guest you might want me to bring on. I do have kind of like a little interview thing that I'm going to try to do out at Vid Summit. It won't be live, of course. Last year I tried to get some live streaming in, and the Wi-Fi and everything there was so bogged down. It was really inconsistent. Betsy Kyle says, I got to have one of those tees. I threw the link in there for the t-shirt if anybody wanted to check those out. I'll throw it in there again so you can check it out. Timeless Gaming, can you do a tour? A tour, huh? I don't think I'd be selling out many shows, but let's see. Is that a tour of a channel or a tour around the country? You're gonna have to give me more info on what you mean by tour. My watch time's finally starting to grow, says Review Gaming and more RPN. Chase and Cole Adventures, thank you so much for the super chat. Thoughts on live stream ideas for kids channel? Try to find ways to get to 7 videos a week without heavy editing for all of them. Yeah, so I honestly don't necessarily think that going 7 days a week is necessarily going to benefit your channel more than putting out higher quality videos less often during the week. So let me just hang on one second here. Just got to check something. All right. Okay. Anywho, trying to find ways to get to 7 videos. So, I mean, if you're trying to do multiple content every week, I would try to find categories of content to kind of give you, you know, those channels or those silos or bins of topics. So, you know, if you're doing 3 times a week, maybe Mondays are challenge videos, and maybe Wednesdays are, you know, crafting videos, depending on what your particular content is for kids, if it's, you know, educational or vlog style videos. But I would try to come up with themes for given days just to help you know to actually plan out your content ahead of time. If you have 4 or 5 types of videos that you're making on a weekly basis, then you know, hey, I need a craft video. I need to come up with an idea for a, you know, a vlog style video where we go somewhere and do something. And, you know, I need to come up with challenges or tags or those kind of things. All right. And let's see who I missed here. So the one thing that I'm trying to adjust to, I recently got, and you can see here, I finally got wireless headphones. And the one challenge that I'm having with them is they're really insulated. So trying to listen, I sound different when I talk without or with the headphones on, but it stops me from catching the cords in my chair, which I always seem to do when I move. These were my Father's Day gift from my family, so it's much nicer to be able to move around without constantly yanking my headphones off of my head. All right, let's get back to the chat, see what I'm missing here. We're about 20 minutes into the stream, got about 40 minutes before TubeBuddy does their thing. Let's see. Scrolling. Kiwi says I'm stuck at 120 subs. There's definitely going to be times when it feels like that number is not moving. It does get better over time. You start to get a little more of a regular progression on that, but there's definitely times early on where it feels like that number will just not move. It actually feels that way for me right now compared to what I was doing back in, February. But there's always going to be ups and downs. There's times when you work your heart out, it doesn't feel like you're getting that progress, but it all counts. It's all going to come back and help you in the future. So just keep making content and don't focus on it too much. All right. Alex Fishing, we have to do the Alex and Dan fishing show. Hey, well, we'll be in Los Angeles. Maybe we can go to the shore there and find a place to fish. Not that I'll have any fishing gear with me, but I'm sure we can figure out something. Let's see. Scrolling. Probably not going to be able to do, even though I don't think I changed that in the title, because TubeBuddy's going live at 10 o'clock, which is about 40 minutes from now. I may or may not. I definitely won't get to do a lot of channel reviews. Maybe I can squeeze in a couple, but might not end up getting to them. We'll see how it goes. Jason JV, any YouTuber, big or small, would be a solid guest because we can learn from both sides of the spectrum, for sure. Timeless Gaming says, what is your favorite superhero? That's a good question. My favorite superhero. I'd probably... I'm a little bit skewed by recent movies and things with all the Marvel movies that have come out, but I would probably have to go with Thor. Let's see. Tour of my setup. I can definitely do a tour of my setup if that's what you guys... Was that what that comment earlier about a tour was? I can definitely give you guys... just a basic walkthrough of how I'm set up here. So for one thing, as for those of you guys who are always on my live streams, you'll know that I was live streaming with a DSLR. The last couple live streams, I haven't done that because I had a couple oddities that I wasn't sure the source of. So this is actually live streaming on a Logitech C920. I have this is my MXL 770 condenser mic that is plugged in via XLR to... I don't know if I can do this without destroying stuff. Probably not. It's got a little bit of... let's see if I can get this to the screen without pulling cords up. This is my H4n Pro, which has a very dusty screen. H4n Pro, which is I'm currently using as an audio interface, but it's also an actual recorder that you can mount to the top of your camera or just bring with you. You can plug 2 XLR mics into it. It also has built-in mics as well. But right now I'm using it as the audio interface to this. This particular microphone requires 48-volt phantom power, and that supplies that to give it the power it needs going into the USB connection to the computer. Otherwise, I am, I don't know if I have in front of me, I have two 32-inch monitors that I use so I can kind of multitask here and see everything that's going on side by side. I have my Stream Deck, which my desk is an absolute disaster right now because I've been trying to go through stuff to get ready to pack, but that's my Stream Deck. Super handy. So this actually does, this is the section, it's kind of hard, there you go. You can kind of see everything on there, all the different things that can do transitions in OBS, or you can go in, like down here is YouTube chat. So these are all, and I doubt you'll be able to read any of those, but basically they are pre-programmed chat messages. So like if I push the Facebook group one, it's going to give you a link to the Creative Fundamentals Facebook group. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group, we're closing in on 1,000 members there. I think we're at like, well, closing in is relative terms. I think we're in like the 930s. So if you haven't joined the Facebook group for Creative Fundamentals, I welcome I encourage you to join that as well. Great place with other like-minded YouTubers who are all trying to grow their channels as well. So definitely a cool place to hang out and try to pick up some knowledge and share your knowledge and just be part of the community. But I think we're in 930 something, and I'd love to get that to or up and over 1,000. So that's where we're at with that. And scrolling, checking out where we're all at. Covered that. Scrolling. Chris Conkle Vlog says, "Come on, guys, I'm barely holding on." Tag in here, anyone. He is the stream boss, and for those of you who are not familiar with that, stream boss, which is to my, I guess it would be to my left, the way you guys see it, or to the right of me on the screen. That is the stream boss. Basically, every time somebody donates super chat, I think I have it set now to for every $1 it does 10 points of damage. So the next person who does a super chat of $5 or more, they're going to bring his health points down to 0, and that's going to replace his channel with your channel. Just a fun way to be able to get a little bit extra exposure for your channel as opposed to just doing the standard super chat, and you get to hang out there and be the stream boss on the screen until somebody else knocks you out. So a fun thing we started quite a few streams back, and it's been pretty popular. So that's where we are with that. Oh, darn it, scrolled shot back. All right, and blue collar dippers, good to see you again. I appreciate the gesture. Let's see here. I think we got all those. K Wheeler Books, good to see you. Thanks for joining the stream. Aaron says we're down to 929 members, so we must have lost a couple. Because I thought we were at like 931 last time I looked, but definitely if you guys haven't joined that. Yeah, so it was 931 and now it is, oh, I have it as 932. So that's where we're at right now. Trying to get that up to 1,000, and we are closing in pretty good. So hopefully it shouldn't be too long. The Read 5, hello to you as well. For those of you who just joined live stream, I haven't even checked where are we at here in terms of how many people are hanging out with us in here right now. Oh, let's see, bouncing between 37, 40. I'm only going to be on for an hour tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. Which is about 32 minutes from now. TubeBuddy's actually going live with a bunch of the guys that you normally see live streaming on the TubeBuddy channel. So rather than try to compete with them, I'm going to shut down shop here at 10 o'clock so we can all bounce over to TubeBuddy and check out their live stream. I'll hang out with you guys in the chat as well and see the special live stream that they're doing from out at VidCon. From what I know, it's going to have Nick Nimmin, D. Nimmin, Andrew Kahn, of course, and Andrew Can, and and video. Bro Nation Super, welcome to the live stream. Good to see you. Rodney B. Hunt is in the house as well. How are you? Straight 6 fan, hello to you as well. Chris Abrian, will you live stream with a guest? I have actually done a live stream with a guest before. I've had Gord Eisman on. You can definitely check that out in replay. I've also had Dusty Porter. Those guys have both joined me for guest appearances on a live stream. All right. Blue Collar Dippers, my favorite place to be on a Wednesday night. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it, and I love hanging out with you guys as well. It is always excellent that you guys come and hang out consistently every Wednesday night. So, again, for anybody who may have come into the live stream late, we are going to wrap up shop in about a half hour at 10 o'clock Eastern when TubeBuddy goes live from VidCon. And we'll all head over there and check out their live stream. All right. So, Creator Insider, you guys may have seen that I've done a number of videos basically following up on some of the stuff that they share. It's the YouTube channel that's run by actual YouTube employees. They came out with a video today. Wasn't a ton of information in there. It wasn't information to the point of where I thought it warranted a video on my end. They basically just identified that they were extending. So apparently there was some issue with a view count spike on like June 6th where they missed some spammy type views. They weren't filtered out ahead of time, so then they had to go back and correct that. So if you saw odd stuff around the 5th or 6th, I think, that's what that was about. They reported that earlier today. Also, they made reference to a merch beta. I don't know if you've been to some of the bigger YouTubers like Philip DeFranco, where you'll see actual links, like merch posts right below the video with like links and pictures and stuff. They indicated that they were rolling that out to more people. Again, not sure when the masses will get it or whether there's a threshold involved in that, but they went into that as well. And I think that was mostly it. The merch beta expansion, the YouTube Studio beta, they said basically they were extending or expanding the YouTube Studio accessibility, and it should be available, I believe they said, to all English speaking channels. And they also indicated that they would be defaulting people to the YouTube Studio versus the Creator Studio. So that was pretty much the high points of that video. So wasn't a ton of golden nuggets in there, but I figured I'd share that with you here on the live stream rather than doing any kind of dedicated video. Seriously Gaming, I like the new screen setup. Thank you. Not definitely going to change or be exactly like this, but we'll figure out where we settle. Blue Collar Dippers, I got to get one of your shirts. What kind of shirt? I actually just did. Let me see if I can. I was actually working on that. One of the things that I was trying to do is get back to. Let's see here if I can do this the right way, and I'll show you guys some stuff. If you go to. What the heck is that thing? They that is really weird. So I was just going to I was going to tell you to go to Amazon.com and search for Creator Fundamentals, but there's a weird. There's like a weird product up there. Who is that? It almost looks like I got to show you this because. All right, so hang on. I'll see if I can bring it up and show you guys because it's kind of bizarre. I don't know if it's a glitch of their system, but it's kind of funny looking. So, let's see here. Can I do? Oh, well, I wasn't trying to transition, but I guess we'll transition. Hang on, let me fix this here real quick. just want to show you. And this is all done through Amazon merch. So if you guys are curious about how the whole merch thing works, this is kind of an interesting look into that as well. But let's see here. So looking at the this shirt right here, make sure you can see my. All right, so this is a shirt that I did. We'll see how well this shows up here. A little glitchy, but that is a t-shirt that I made available. I was working on it earlier today, and they also just released sweatshirts. So now you can do the sweatshirts, but then I don't even know what to say about this thing. This right here. Come on. I didn't make this. So I'm really curious where this t-shirt came from. I don't know if it was a glitch in their system or whether somebody made it, but that's kind of funny looking. It's like different font and everything, and I don't know how the origin of where that thing came from, but that's kind of humorous. But in any event, there's a couple different things out there. If any of you guys are ever interested, you can still get some of the old versions, which are like YouTube Simplified. They're all kind of out there. The really old school one, which was my gears. Build a foundation for YouTube success for the old school. And then, of course, don't just grind, evolve. But I was looking at that this t-shirt is really bizarre. So, but those are all done on Merch by Amazon. So if you haven't looked into that and you're trying to do your own merchandise, you can definitely do that as well. You can actually also search for just small YouTuber or hashtag small YouTuber on the Amazon site and find this t-shirt as well. What in the world just happened here? All right, we are scrolling. Was that? Does anybody else see that showing up like 4 times from Let's Play RC and Hobby? Was that a glitch? I'm not sure what. In any event, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. All right, let's see here. Kevin Boston, how do you grow an awesome beard like that? Nature, I guess. Chris Conkle Vlog says, Amazon merch doesn't deliver to Canada. I can't even buy my own merch. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the challenges. It is U.S. only at the moment, but hopefully it won't be too far down the road that they'll kind of get that expanded once they get all the bugs ironed out. I mean, definitely to Canada, you'd think they would kind of be able to make that happen. I actually got myself into a little bit of a trouble there with that whole idea because I gave away one of these t-shirts on a live stream, not realizing they didn't deliver them to the UK. So I ended up having to have the shirt made, delivered it to myself, and then send it to UK. And it cost me like $32 to ship a shirt that costs like $20. So a word to the wise, use caution. Make sure that you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to giveaways and those sorts of things. But definitely an option in the States at the moment, and hopefully it will they'll expand it to the other areas. Artistic Mind, hello to you. Good to see you. Have a good to see you in the live stream. Trying to respond while reading more comments. That's probably not a good idea because, you know, like English and stuff. DJ Scrap and Rooster, you need to do private setups. Come to my home and hook me up with all those techie gadgets. Let's see. Only once. Yeah, so I don't know if I can. It showed up as the super chat from Let's Play on my side showed up like 6 times across the top of the chat. It was weird. It just kept popping up new ones. I can only see one in the chat itself, but the bar at the top of my screen just kept repeating. But in any event, thanks again for that super chat. I appreciate it. And scrolling. Oh, Doug said he saw the super chat at the top 4 times. So that's interesting. I don't know why it happened like that. So Harley asks, what make or model headset did you get? Do you like it? How's the mic? Particularly its background noise rejection. So I've only used the mic itself a little bit. I wonder if I can, let me see if I can switch my mic to it mid form here. Let's see what happens. So right now I'm talking on the condenser mic. Let me see if this will let me switch midstream here. All right, can you guys hear me now? I can't really hear me, so I can't really speak to how good the sound quality is, but you should be hearing me through this mic now. So tell me, how is the audio on the mic itself? YouTube video tags to rank. Usually only 1 or 2 of mine rank. How do I get like 10 or 15 of them to rank? Your best bet is to target multiple keyword phrases that you can compete in. Try to make them use actual keyword phrases that people are searching on. And try to keep them as close-knit as possible to the actual content of the video. So you're saying much lower volume on this mic, audio on that. Well, I mean, you're not going to have, this is for gaming and stuff. I would never do record quality from the mic. It's not really what it's designed to do. Versus this mic, which is, a condenser mic, much higher quality. You're going to get much better sound quality from this type of mic than you would on the headset itself. So I would never really expect the headset to compete. But in terms of the actual, what the headset is, it is Corsair. And I'll tell you the actual thing here. The actual model number. So this is Corsair Void Pro RGB wireless gaming headset. Oops. As you can see right there, it's got the multiple color images there. It's kind of cycling through them right now. So far, I'm happy with it. It's just trying to get it adjusted to. I mean, the biggest thing is no wires, and that was my primary goal. Let's see here. Apparently, I just accidentally sent you guys a follow me on Twitter message. Harry Heathen, it's a shame you're finishing early today. This is my last night shift for a few weeks. It's 2:45 here in the UK, so I only get to hang out while I'm working nights. Well, that's a bummer, but yeah, definitely, like I said, at 10 o'clock, I'm going to head over, which is about 15 minutes. I'm going to head over to the TubeBuddy stream, so definitely go out, head over there. And when you get there, tell them you came from the live stream. Tell them all. See, Dan was really nice, and he ended his live stream and told us all to come over to the TubeBuddy live stream. Get me as many brownie points with TubeBuddy as possible, and you know, maybe it won't be too long that you might see me live streaming on TubeBuddy. Blue Collar Dippers, I suck at Twitter. Any tips? Twitter is not exactly my strong suit. I try to use it as a complement to YouTube and simply share my content here out on YouTube, on Twitter. I'm definitely not somebody who can give really strong advice on how to grow on Twitter. Let's see here. Well, as far as the sound quality on the headphones, I'm sure I could probably improve it a little bit, but again, you're kind of comparing two really different things in terms of what you're going to get out of a mic like this versus a headset. All right. Yeah, I would definitely not consider anything that I've done on Twitter to be even close to gaining traction. The things that I do try to do is identify certain hashtags that are related to my content and try to be consistent in using them. But yeah, I haven't done a ton of research on how that actually works. And all the research I've done, like on other platforms like Instagram, when you read how people grow on Instagram, it sounds really, really shady. They have all these weird groups that people join outside of Instagram, and then they basically follow each other, and it's kind of a hot mess. All right. Oh yeah, Chris Conkle Vlogs. His wife is a Twitter expert apparently. Maybe we can have her on the channel to share her thoughts on how to use Twitter. Yeah, help me out with the brownie points. It can never hurt. So, Science Gal Aquatics, are you still having trouble with the lavalier mic? You know, honestly, when I was trying to find a lavalier mic to use with my phone, I ran into a bunch of trouble also. I ultimately ended up not using the lavalier mic. I think one of the problems with plugging a lavalier into certain phones is the phones have like a built-in amplification, and if there's no way to adjust that, it ends up peaking the audio on the lavalier mic to the point where it just sounds really harsh. So I don't know if you can correct that with all phones. Yeah, so Critical Millennial says, did you hear about Instagram now allowing long form video content? So they started talking about IGTV, which is Instagram TV. It's supposed to be an app. I didn't see it on iOS. I don't know when the actual release date is, but it's supposed to allow you the opportunity to upload videos up to an hour. But I'm not sure exactly when that's all going to become available to everybody. Tom Nash says, hey, Dan, I agree. Instagram super shady. made a video about a new way to add multiple links on Instagram, which is pretty revolutionary. Yeah, I actually use, to do multiple links on Instagram, I use, I don't know if you call it an app or a website, whatever, called Linktree. Basically allows you to put one link in your Instagram profile, and then it has like this little mini website, which is nothing but buttons that allow you to add your custom links. So it's definitely pretty handy, and I want to see link what that kind of looks like. And let me see. Yeah, so let's see if I can actually get that up here since we're talking about it. We only got a few minutes to go, but I'll show you real quick. So the website for Instagram to get multiple links, one of the things unless I think it's if you have less than 10,000 followers, you can, let's make that a little easier to look at here, like that. So if you have less than 10,000 followers, you can't actually put links in your posts. So what you typically have to do on Instagram is say, hey, check out, my latest video, link in the profile. Well, you go to the link in the profile and you're limited to a single link. One of the ways that I used to do it was to actually use TubeBuddy's short link that sends them to, it's dynamic, so it always sends them to your latest video, whatever it is. So every time you promote a video and say, go check out my latest video, or check out my video, the link in the profile is going to head there. Linktree, which is actually linktr.ee, actually allows you to set up what ends up looking like this little website. So when you click on the link, you actually get these buttons that you can see here. That gives them multiple options. So I have subscribe on YouTube, watch my latest video, join the creator crew, which I think might be Patreon. I'm pretty sure that's Patreon. My gear on Amazon, that goes to my Amazon influencer page, and then my link to Twitter as well. So there are apps like that are out there that allow you to do that kind of stuff and get some multiple links available on Instagram. So let's see here. Hello to Needs More Subs. Thank you so much for that highlight on your channel. I checked that out today. Tom Nash, Dan, buying a new rig for Dennis. It driving me crazy, was super cool. Loved it. Thank you so much. It was a great experience. Always good to help a good guy and fellow YouTuber, especially with after some bad luck that he ran into. So I was working with Pickles the Clown, who Dennis made a connection with when he did his videos on Puddle's Pity Party when he was in America's Got Talent. So I was actually coordinating with him on Facebook. He had done I think it was a GoFundMe, and then I got involved and reached out to TubeBuddy, and TubeBuddy was awesome, and they matched the money that I put in, and we were able to surprise him with a pretty badass laptop. So definitely capable of video editing on a laptop. So I was happy with the result. All right. Fantastic Joe, how's it going? Good to see you. And again, for anybody coming to the stream late, we are closing in. It's about 7 minutes away from 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific, TubeBuddy is actually going live on their channel from VidCon with all the guys you know and love from the TubeBuddy live streams. You got Owen Video and Nick Nimmin and D Nimmin and Andrew Can. They're all going to go live from California at 10 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up my stream maybe probably at like 9:59, and then I want, or I'd like all you guys to come hang out with me as viewers over on the TubeBuddy live stream, and tell them all I sent you from my live stream. uh, I'd love to fill up. I'd love to fill up their chat with a bunch of messages coming from our live stream here, and we're hovering around 35, 40 people here, so it'd be nice to send everybody over there and let them know we're showing them love. Because Phil and TubeBuddy, they have been awesome to the channel and to the community as a whole. So they are definitely somebody, a company I want to continue to work with and grow and try and, you know, set up new projects to work with them as well. Tom Nash, Dan, quick question. I noticed in the beginning you used a green screen a lot, but then you changed to a live backdrop. Mind sharing the logic? So the logic for me on the green screen, the very first green screen I had was a really big cloth, and it had a big, huge backdrop. And the reality was I had to set it up in my living room to have the space to do it. Really wasn't good. It was really hurting my efficiency in being able to put out videos quickly. At the time, I had a bunch of stuff on this wall back here. It really wasn't a good backdrop. I then got a pop-up green screen, which was a little bit easier, but it still involved a lot of setup to make videos. The reason I went with a static backdrop was all about efficiency and being able to create a place where I could sit down or stand up and get a video out. Trying to put out 3 videos a week and grow your channel as efficiently as possible, you really got to streamline all the different processes that you use in order to do that. For me, it was committing to coming up with something that was a little more interesting in the background. I went with this. This is faux brick paneling. It has kind of a 3D effect on it as well. But it allowed me to always have a permanent backdrop and commit to having this particular space always ready to make videos. And because it is, and actually the major success that I had in the ability to jump on the 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours issue, having all this set up, having my camera just to my right here, and being able to get that information, turn on the camera, get a video out, was hugely responsible for the success and continued growth of this channel and that big growth spurt that I had. So that's why I dropped the green screen. Not to mention also in editing, getting lighting on green screens can be a challenge, especially when you're taking down the green screen and putting it back up each time you record a video. It makes it a nightmare for trying to adjust it and not, you know, make part of your body transparent because you're constantly trying to reset the lights and get it right and make sure that the green screen is evenly lit. So for me, it just made a ton of sense to drop that, make the background so I didn't have to worry about it, and you know, set myself up to be much more efficient to move forward. And hey, real quick, don't want to forget, this live stream is sponsored by TubeBuddy. TubeBuddy is the #1 browser plugin for managing and growing your YouTube channel. It's available to download for free as always, and there is a link in the description below. I'm also going to throw a link into the chat as well. If you have not tried TubeBuddy, definitely go and download the free version of TubeBuddy. Check it out, see what it has to offer. What I found is as you continue to evolve, you tend to want to start to use some of the paid features in the future, but definitely get familiar with the free features that it offers. It offers a ton of value, especially for free, to help you become more efficient and grow your channel here on YouTube. So definitely go check that out. We are at 9:58. TubeBuddy should be getting going here any minute. I want to see real quick if they have. Oh, right here. Let me grab share, copy. All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw the link to that live stream in here. Everybody go. Head over there. Tell everybody that you came from the Creator Fundamentals live stream, and I will see you guys over there. Take care, and I'll talk to you in about 5 seconds. See you there.